Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew, and this is week 15 for my Warrant Officer Basic course for the 170 Alpha Cyber Warfare Technician. We are in our second week of networking, reference CCTC. So far it's been really fun. I'd say this is probably one of the funner weeks I've had within networking. We've gotten to do some enumeration within a network. We're now starting to kind of mess around with netstat to pull some files from different places we need to. And just want to do a quick kind of touch point on some things that I think would be very important for you to understand or have a good concept with while getting into the networking portion of it. So obviously last week we hit fundamentals, and I kind of gave you guys a brief kind of rundown of just some basic things to understand: OSI model, TCP, UDP, IPv4 and 6. This week is a little bit more into the weeds. We're actually getting to go into an actual network and actually kind of now starting to enumerate that said network. So with that comes some very basic and simple understandings of knowing how to SSH onto a box, knowing how to, when you're on that box, knowing how to go and then pivot to other boxes across that network. For this example specifically, you're working on a flat network, so there's nothing you have to do for tunneling. That will be going on to next week. One huge thing that was very important this week that I think a lot of folks learned was network mapping. So once you got into your network, we had to then enumerate it and start to do a topography to understand, okay, how big is this network, how many hosts are there, how many routers. Some folks decided to try to draw it out on paper, which I think that we realized after founding our 5th or 6th router, like, okay, let's not do that. So I'm dropping in the site, if you've not used it, Draw.io. Very, very user-friendly. There's icons you can use and grab for it to do a very nice basic topography on drawing out a map. Knowing and then getting down to knowing your host name, what to put on that, your host name, IP address, open ports, and then what it's actually connected to within that network map. So once you get onto that box, I also want to go over some basic numerations and some other kind of quick and easy searches you can put into when it going into that system. So obviously netmap's a huge one. Running netmap across that IP range, or even on that IP specifically, can show you what IP ranges are currently going, what ports are open, and actually where you can actually jump to. Once you're on that, so typing in such as IPADR for the IP address command, IP neighbor, this command displays information about address resolution protocols, and then the table maps IP addresses and map addresses and devices on the same local network. The SS command to display sockets statistics. This can show sockets for both TCP and UDP and their state. Going over PSELF, this command is used to display detailed information about all running processes in long format. Some additional breakdowns, we have TAC-E. The TAC-E is to select all processes. TAC-L is using long listing format. And then F is showing a full format listing of the tree view of processes, thus the TAC-ELF. Then of course find. The find command is useful when trying to find files and directories within a directory hierarchy, specifically in directory to search for provided conditions such as file names, patterns, file types, and file modifications. So very short and easy and sweet, nothing too complicated this week, but I will say it was extremely fun getting to go in and actually enumerate the smallish system that we got to. Next week we're going to be going into tunneling, so stay tuned for that. Pretty excited to get into that as well. This is a Veterans Day weekend, so I want to say a huge thank you to all our veterans out there. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service, past, present, and future. So we have a pretty exciting weekend. Me and some classmates are actually doing some deep sea fishing out in Myrtle Beach, so very exciting. So hey, thanks also for everyone that's been reaching out with questions about the course, wanting to go Warrant Officer, and for those that are coming here in the next few months to attend the Warrant Officer Basic course. If you guys have any questions, if you see me, definitely say hi. Would love to kind of link up and talk more. And I, once again, really appreciate everyone's input and kind of checking out these videos to kind of see what week by week looks like. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys next week on the next video, and happy Veterans Day, everybody.